there was not getting there. Thank you.
Anybody in here?
No.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Don. How you doing?
Hey, Don. How are you?
You with the bus?
I am.
He's the bus driver.
You going to put on a program today? Or?
No. Check with right there.
Who?
The gentleman on the black shirt, right there.
The black shirt.
Yeah. Right here.
I see a brown shirt, white
Brown
shirt.
white shirt.
Thomas guy? Yes. Thomas guy? Hi.
Gentleman right here.
How you doing? I'm Don.
Nice to meet you,
You
Don.
guys going to put on the program?
Not at this event, no.
So, you're scheduled for 4:30 in Huntington Beach.
That's right.
I drove an hour and a half in from Corona just to see you guys, and now you're shutting down.
How'd you hear about us?
Searched on your web and searched on other websites as well. And I've been following the schedule on yours. And
but how did you first hear about us?
I first heard about you. Actually, I first heard about you because I am on the National Organization for Marriage's list, so I get their emails.
Are you a supporter of marriage equality?
I absolutely am a supporter of marriage equality.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am a politically conservative, lifelong registered Republican, heterosexual, and I'm absolutely opposed to Proposition 8. I'm absolutely opposed to Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I'm absolutely opposed to the Defense of Marriage Act. And I just thought I could come down here and we could have like a kind of a reasonable, friendly dialogue amongst gentlemen, you know, without yelling.
I will have to have that dialogue off camera. I'll happy to have that dialogue off camera. If you send me an email, which is on the motivebus.com website, we'll have a full conversation, and we have even publish the entire thing online. Now I have to leave, sir, and you can't see my freedom of movement. Thank you very much for coming out. Goodbye.
Just a minute. That's it? That's it? That's it?
You're with who? Are you with
That's it?
this tour?
I'm going to tell you something. I was a professional public relations person with the biggest PR firm in the world for a while. So I'm used to doing promotions, doing presentations. And that is no doggone way to run a circus, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a straight guy. I've been a registered Republican for 45 years. Wanted to vote for Goldwater. I've been married to the same terrific woman for 43 years. And the reason that I am unwaveringly in support of all the generic tent of equality issues is because if you are conservative, then by God you have to conserve something. And what you should conserve in this country should be the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States. And if you want some background, you can try the Federalist Papers, which are kind of complicated because Alexander Hamilton wrote weird sentences. And if you get into the Constitution and you are truly conservative, then by God, you have to be supportive of the rights of other people to live their lives as they damn well please. So if you are truly conservative, you have to be okay with same-sex marriage. You have to be okay with gays and lesbians in the military. You have to be. Otherwise, it's a corruption of the term. And if you want to look at the shining spirit of the conservative position, that could be Barry Goldwater. Goldwater was of the opinion that the government ought to stay out of people's bedrooms. Goldwater once said that, I believe he said that in the Declaration of Independence, there is no gay exemption for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And Goldwater was furious later on in life when he got older that the Christian conservatives and evangelicals had sort of hijacked the conservative position. So if you want to be truly conservative, as I am, you have to be for equality for everybody. I mean, the 14th Amendment says so, right? So, to all of these morons who would say, for example, so you got me on a soapbox here, but it's actually concrete. To all the people who would say that Judge Walker, for example, overruled the will of the people, okay? Well, they sort of take that about 7 million people who voted for Prop 8, and they sort of take the about 6.5 million who voted against Prop 8 and sort of move that down to 0. And that's not really true, so they ignored the will of the 6.5 million or so who were against Prop 8. But to anyone who says that, I would pose a simple question, and if you can answer this question, I'll give you your point. And the question is, where in the Constitution of the United States of America is it written that the will of the people, as expressed by a winning count in an election, can deny constitutionally guaranteed due process of law and constitutionally guaranteed equal protection under the law to another group of people who just happen to lose the election? And if you can show me where that is in the Constitution, hey, then I'm with you guys. But nobody has shown me that yet, including all the lawyers. So I'm just an old white man, conservative, who thinks that everybody ought to have a chance to live their own life any way they doggone well please. And I drove an hour and a half to have a quiet, calm, peaceful dialogue with who I thought were some other educated individuals, but who just blew me off. And so not only are they ignorant and they're on the wrong side, they also just have bad manners, you know? And when my old man died, this is off on a tangent, when my father passed away a couple, 3 years ago, my brother and I were trying to figure out what should we put on his gravestone. And what we put on his gravestone was, he showed us manners. So I'm old-fashioned. Show me some manners. Don't blow me off when the bus is rattling right next to my ears and you hop in a van, roll up the windows, and boogie out of town like you've got the sheriff after you. You know, have some manners that talk to me. That's all.
I think they have to get back to the Ritz pretty quickly.
Back to the where?
The Ritz-Carlton in
To the
Dana Point.
Ritz?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I found that interesting. They were going to have to stop at the Ritz-Carlton, and this is an effort to get votes from Latinos, right? So
They're wasting right-wing money.
So I didn't really think that the Ritz-Carlton was a place you found a lot of Mexican guys hanging. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't been there in a while myself.
On staff.
Maybe I'm wrong myself. I don't know. So so that's why I came here for, and to hang around with famous folks like you.
And can you just say your name really clearly for us so we make sure we get it at the beginning of the post?
Don Fuller, F-U-L-L-E-R. In fact, if you want to know how it's spelled, you can go to the National Monument for the Forefathers in Plymouth, Massachusetts. My ancestors came to this land on the Mayflower, and my family name is carved into the monument. So I don't want those whippersnappers blowing me off, all right?